The holiday ad blitz is, of course, well underway, as it always is this time of year. But this year, thrown into the mix, something very different. Holiday ads that will surprise and surely disturb many people. Billboards, television, and print ads by organized atheists mocking religion. The non-believers are determined to take on the believers on their own turf during the peak of the Christmas and Hanukkah season.
Thank the Lord for another beautiful school day.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord? That sounded like a prayer. A prayer. A prayer in a public school. God has no place within these walls, just like facts have no place within organized religion.
He has a passion and an intensity that not many see fully. He has a vision too, and I'm eagerly anticipating what he will do with that for his future. He dreams big, encourages others, and creates his own path. Welcome our first speaker, Valedictorian, Costner IV.
As I stand here before you, members of the school board, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates, I first wanted to say that I turned in my speech to Miss Gwen, which she somehow seemed to approve. So obviously I didn't do my job well enough, so we're going to just have to use a different one here. Got that one up here. And mold us into the young adults that we are today. I'm so thankful that both of my parents led me to the Lord at a young age. And I think most of you will understand when I say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. As we forgive those who trespass against us, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Let's begin with this. I want you to take me back. You met with school officials before your speech. Did you tell them at the time you were going to mention God or even that you were thinking about it?
No, I did not let them know at all that I would be talking about God. They had told me, they made it very clear that I could not in any shape, way, or form.
Okay, so given that information that you had from school, you go and you talk to your dad, who is a pastor, and tell me about that conversation.
Well, I spoke with my dad after I had created the speech and I decided to do the prayer, and he came to me and he said, I want you to make sure that this is not for you and that this is for God. And a bunch of other pastors said the same thing. And after about 3 or 4 days of devotion and prayer, I decided that this is what I felt God wanted me to do. And I'm completely astonished and humbled that he would choose to use someone like me for something this big.
So you went with your heart, even though the Pickens County School District said, no God, no prayer in this speech. So with the school district, Roy, and watching your video, and I was really watching some of the reactions of the school officials and the teachers on the stage behind you, which I realized, you couldn't see them at the time. I imagine you've watched, the video maybe at least once. What did you think of their reactions?
I'm surprised at the reactions of some. I did not expect the school board and some of the administrative staff to seem as pleased as they did, I guess, at some of the things that I was saying in the prayer itself.
And in addition to looking at the faces, you can't really hear the sound. I listened to it earlier just for the viewer. You did get some applause as you ripped that piece of paper up and began reciting the Lord's Prayer. But here's my question for you, Roy. This is a question I have to ask. What if the valedictorian up there on stage wasn't you, was a Muslim or an atheist, and the crowd cheered for you, knowing your school, knowing the public school and the students you were with? Would the crowd have cheered for them?
I hope that they would have, only as out of respect for them, because they're standing up for their religion just as I did for mine. I don't know that they would just because of our location. I would hope so, but I can't say.
What do you mean by your location?
We're in the Bible Belt we are in the Bible Belt here in South Carolina, and it was Christianity was a big, strong part of our community, and it has been for quite some time after the Freedom from Religion contacted our school district trying to restrict prayer and before school board meetings, and from there our district took it to a different level, taking it out of school completely.
The American Humanist Association, Non-Believers in God, is spending $200,000 on a new series of TV and print ads to promote atheism and counter the religious overtones of the Thanksgiving Christmas holiday. And last week, this billboard went up on one of the main highways from New Jersey to Manhattan. It is all part of an offensive by organized atheists that is guaranteed to offend many believers, which is exactly the point.
When was the last time you saw Merry Christmas? You don't see it anymore. They want to be politically correct. If I'm president, you're going to see Merry Christmas in department stores, believe me. Believe me.
Christians are tired of being bullied for their faith in the public square. They wanted an administration who would respect rather than ridicule their beliefs. And in many ways, the election of Donald Trump and Mike Pence was a reaction against these kind of despicable attacks upon people's